I never met the broken man, not the one you mean. The little child, the Terran born, was once a child like me. His father died outside of school, an accident it seemed, and ever since, that little child, his eyes no longer gleamed. The broken man sat all alone, nobody was his friend. The Terran born was small and weak and never did defend. The other kids, both big and small, they saw him as their prey, and every bruise and every cut they marked another day. I never talked to that small boy, I never even knew the pain and death and suffering that he was going through. The broken man sat silently as children aged and grew, and soon he started helping those whose time at school was new. He spent his days, he spent his nights, and taught them all he knew. He only ever stopped when he was chased out of the room. The broken man sat patiently as people left the room. He had no one to celebrate that he had done it too. He finished school, he cleaned it up, and then he said goodbye. The cleaners were surprised when all the heaters went awry. The broken man sat willingly out in the pouring rain. The bridge was high, the wind was harsh, the cold had caused him pain. But over time, all by himself, he taught the girl away. A suicide was never seen, a life was duly saved. Her family, they heard about their saviour in the rain, but nobody could find the man when no one knew his name. The broken man came running when the city was aflame. The shells and bombs and guns did all to stop the man in vain. For days and weeks and months he worked to save those trapped below, and every day he swore revenge upon the hated foe. The broken man served willingly on planets near and far. His heroism legendary, he was our leading star. First 1, then 2, then 10, then 12, then countless, countless more. The ones he saved returned from distant, endless, brutal war. Then one day, near Palmator's star, the messages they came, the brutal tale of a last stand and a hero born of flames. The broken man, now smeared across a narrow patch of rock, made one last speech, made one last stand, before his life was lost. Because I know what broken does, and know where broken leads, and I swore upon my mother's death that none would break as me. When father died, my brother wept and got himself a gun. I couldn't stop his suicide, despite how fast I run. Mother drank herself to death, her car a mangled wreck. I was not old enough to grab the keys before she left. And sister grabbed a rope and showed me how to tie a noose. I never would have left the room if I had seen the roof. But father died a martyrdom. He saved a lot of lives. His life was given willingly to stop those kids' demise. They never told their school about the fate that would have been, and each and every one of them a life to live and gleam. And now I see as father did, the lives that we will save. They'll sing our songs forevermore, until we meet our grave. For mothers, brothers, fathers, sisters, friends, and so much more, we give our lives for better days, and broken men no more.